My name is Dave Dubois. I am the state climatologist for New Mexico, and I am located in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And I work at New Mexico State University as not only the state climatologist, but also a faculty in the Department of Plant and Environmental Sciences in NMSU. So I am here enjoying the nice weather in southern New Mexico. So what I do, as a professor and a state climatologist, and which is a uh, kind of an interesting mix. It's both what I do on campus. I work with students. I teach classes. I usually teach one class a semester, and then I work with undergraduate students who are working on their bachelor's degree. And I also work with graduate students who work on either a master's degree or a PhD degree. And so, as part of that, my job is to translate and to train students who are really wanting to learn, and or those who are just being introduced to the topic. Thinking back over time, what got me really interested, I know I first when I was in college, I started as a physics major, and I got a job in physics, and I was field work as well as doing numerical modeling, and that was something I enjoyed. I got really interested in the environment. I was looking at measuring things like ozone and weather. I was actually working out as a contractor at the White Sands Missile Range, doing work for the Department of Defense. And so my job was to keep these weather stations going that were part of testing. And so I really enjoyed that. And it was like, maybe I want to do that more often than looking at the physics part of it. After I got my degree in atmospheric sciences from University of Nevada, Reno, I really wanted to practice what I'd studied for. And my first job, I actually got a position with the New Mexico Environment Department. Wanted to help the public. I wanted to create a safer air environment, and so I was part of the permitting process, and it was a great job, and it was a great team. Working with the folks who really knew their stuff in terms of emissions of things like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, things like that. Those are gases, and we put together permits and made sure that the public is going to be safe because it had a real impact in society, because there was somebody looking out for that. It wasn't just a random somebody putting this out and polluting as much as they want to. They have a permit, and if they're exceeding the permit, then there's legal ramifications for that. So it was enjoying that as a career. However, I did get a little restless in my after about 3 years of that. Nothing wrong with it, but I really kind of had that itch to go back into research. So I transitioned out of the permitting and went back to research, and I worked at the Desert Research Institute in Las Vegas, Nevada. Right around the 7-year mark, I think there was another opportunity that was here in New Mexico, to kind of return back to my roots, because I was born in New Mexico and then lots of family here. And I was like, oh, that's a great opportunity to come be closer to family. And I had two kids at the same time, and they were said go for it. And so that's my how I got back to New Mexico, enjoying. I love the land of enchantment, and I still have family here, and I enjoy working at New Mexico State University as their state climatologist. I didn't really expect to be a faculty in college. I love doing work in the field. I like working with my hands, and it was just as a by chance. There was a job opening here at New Mexico State University. I had studied hard, and I worked on research, and then I was actually ready to work in a government agency. But then this job popped up, and I said, "Oh, maybe I can do that." And then I got some advice from colleagues, and saying, yeah, you're ready. Yeah, I think you could do it. And you'll do a great job." And so I applied and got the position. Kind of the entrance into meteorology, there isn't really any certifications, but it's basically, you need physical science, bachelor's degree. I think that's the first thing to get is a good kind of foundation in knowing, the physical science, chemistry, physics, and have a good grasp on some. I would say that definitely doing well in, like trigonometry and calculus. I think it really helps to have it if you want to go on to get a meteorology degree. And that's kind of the certifications is kind of knowing that, and if you're interested in forecasting, um, that it's basically taking the classes. If you wanted to be a forecaster for the National Weather Service, for instance, there are no um, certifications for being in the weather forecasting. However, you have to take the right courses, learning about large scale motions, planetary scale weather patterns, and then forecasting, and then things like learning about how clouds form, how solar radiation interacts with the atmosphere. Those are all part of, you have to have those courses in order to get hired. I started off when I was, in high school as a potential art student, and I ended up being a professor. So, and I grew up on a farm, and a lot of my family, said, "Yeah, you can get a job on the farm and do great, support your family." I could have easily done that too, but I decided to go and push myself and, try something that really you enjoy, and whatever that is, if it's going to college, great. If not, then that's still great. I think it's what you want to do, and it's not bad to change your mind. I know I did that, and after even finishing my master's degree, I said I changed my mind, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's that finding out that something you really enjoy, and doing it to your best.